Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so guys, I made it safely to the US. I'm gonna be in the US for a little while before I go to Jamaica. So I'm actually staying in Washington DC, in the DC area. I'm staying in the DC area. So let me just tell you guys, the first cultural reverse cultural shock that I saw was, or that I noticed was when I was in the airport, people, I saw a lot of black people, and that was so refreshing because coming from Japan, 4 years in Japan, 4 years in Asia, you don't really see a lot of black people, and it was so good. Like the flight attendants were black, security guards were black. When I went to restaurants, black people. In the airport, so many black passengers, and I went out a while ago. So many black people on the road, so many black people driving. Like in Japan, you don't see these things. It's a huge change for many people, and it feels good. Anyways, guys, let me go outside and show you guys the view. All right, so this is the view. I'm a little scared of heights. Ooh, it's cold. So see, people over there already started putting up Christmas lights. In the coming days, I'm gonna be doing some Christmas shopping. Outside a little chilly, so I'm gonna just close the door. But yeah, guys, it's like here it's so noisy because I'm literally in the city. This is day one, not day number 2 or 3. I don't even remember. But when I came here, I stayed like today was the very first day that I actually went out because I still feel jet lagged. I feel like the camera is clean. Sorry for the lighting, people. My hair is looking a mess. Yeah, maybe I look better this way. Anyway, so I'm a little, like I said, I'm a little jet lagged because of the time difference. So now I'm 1 hour ahead of Jamaica. Is it 1 hour? Yeah, 1 hour ahead of Jamaica. Anyway, so in DC, I want to do many different things. I want to go to this Jamaican restaurant. I'm gonna go to this Jamaican restaurant tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. What else am I gonna do? Yeah, so I'm gonna go to Walmart, which you guys gonna see in the next video, and I'm gonna do shopping like for Christmas. I'm gonna, like add some little touches to this apartment that I'm staying in. Let me talk about the flight, people. I took 3 planes to get here. The first plane that I took was 10 hours. I think it was 9 hours or something, because they said we were gonna arrive early. From Narita Airport to LA, it took about, I'm gonna say 10 hours. I had 3 big ass luggages. Yes, so I had to collect my luggage and go through immigration, and then recheck my luggage, and then go check in again. So because I'm coming from international and I had to go to domestic, so that is why I guess I had to go through immigration. It was so much of a hassle because it was a far walk. I had only 2 hours before my next flight, and I had 3 big ass luggages to collect and then take to the other part. So it was a lot of work, people, and I was so annoyed, so very annoyed, because I thought it was gonna just be smooth sailing, like just directly there, because that's what usually happens. But I guess maybe it happens in some countries but not in America. Like from Japan to DC, if I'm laying over in other areas, then it's gonna be the first stop that you make. That's what happened for my flight. So after LA, I had to go to Houston, and let me backtrack. So because, like I told you guys, I had to go through immigration. When I went through immigration, they were asking, that usual stuff. Oh, what's your purpose? Where are you coming from? Blah blah blah. So I answered those questions. Then I went and collected my luggage, and then I rechecked my luggage, and then rechecked my luggage. And then I went to find a domestic flight to go on that flight. So before I could go through immigration again, this is immigration. Is it immigration? This is, before you go, where is it? TSA? Basically, it's where you go, they scan you have to walk through, make sure you don't have anything in your pocket. That part, TSA? I don't know, I don't remember. So before I could go through that section, the lady that was at the front, she was black, by the way. So another thing, you know, because like I said, coming from Asia, you don't see a lot of black people in different positions and so on. So the lady, like, she was the person monitoring the line. She was like, oh, I can only enter the line if I have 2 bags, because I had my carry-on and I had my backpack beside my handbags. That's 3 things. Those are 3 things that I had. And I was like, first of all, I had only 2 hours. I remember I went through immigration. I checked on I collected my luggage. I rechecked my luggage, and I walked for a very long time to find a domestic flight. So I had like less than an hour to get on the next flight, right? Anyways, so this lady is gonna tell me I can't enter the line unless I have 2 luggage. So because my handbag was not too big, I put it in my backpack, but my backpack was already full, so it couldn't even close. So I was like, okay, I put it in my backpack, and it was not closed, so it was popping out. And I was like, okay, see, there you go, I have 2 bags. And then as soon as I went through the TSA area where you had to take out, like if you have a laptop, you have to take out your laptop, you have to take out your shoes, that area, I just take it out back, because I'm like, you know, when I was on the 10-hour flight, I got like water. So I had like a bottle of water left over, so I didn't remember about it. So I had it in my bag, and I bought this body scrub, so I had that in my carry-on suitcase. So because of those things, my bag had to go through additional check. So it went through the computer, then they had to be like manually checked. So that's another hold up, right? So I'm there like fidgeting. I'm like, yeah, I can't leave, I can't miss my flight, because I'm this close now. I'm literally right at the terminal, the domestic terminal. Just next thing is for me to find the gate, right? So the man looked and saw, oh, and this man was black too, the man that was checking me. So that's what I'm saying, like a lot of black people, like that's just a big difference coming from Japan. So the man saw that, oh, it's because of the water bottle, so he gave me my handbag, and then he went through my luggage, and he saw that this thing, and he was like, and then I was like, how long is this gonna take? And he's like, do you want it? And I was like, yeah, I want it, because I bought this thing. Let me go for it, people. This is it. Let me see, can you focus? So this is it. It's a body scrub that I purchased in Singapore, and it's very expensive, right? So I definitely want, and this was not even open. First of all, this went through Malaysia, Indonesia, Japan, and nobody said anything about this. But when it touched in the US, they're gonna be like, what's this? So the man actually asked me if he could open it. He asked my permission, and I said, yeah, go ahead, because of course I know that this is just a body scrub. So what he did was he took out a small portion and he put some stuff on it, I guess, to check to see if it's illegal, and of course it wasn't. So then he gave me my luggage opened for me to go close it back, because mind you, my luggage was fully packed, so it was a struggle. Somebody had to help me to close the luggage, because yeah, because I had like four years worth of things. That's why I had so many suitcases. But anyways, so finally was done with that section, so I had to rush to the gates. And then luckily for me, when I went there, they were boarding, so they weren't like, yeah, so I literally made it just in time to go on the plane. But like I love traveling, but I hate the process of traveling, like airports, packing, all of that stuff. I don't like it at all. So anyway, so I left LA, I went to Houston, and oh, by the way, before I rechecked the luggage, I had asked them, okay, where is this going? Is it going to Houston, which would be my next layover location, or is it going directly to DC? So they said directly to DC, so I was super happy. So the plane left from LA to Houston, and then in Houston I could actually relax, because I had like probably 30-40 minutes or maybe an hour to just, you know, use the bathroom and everything. And I use the bathroom on the airplane. I don't usually like using bathrooms on airplanes, but it wasn't that bad. And because the flight was like, the first flight was very long, like, and plus for the second flight I didn't get any chance to do anything, because it was just rush. Thank God I made it. And then I came to DC. We landed 30 minutes earlier, so from Houston to DC. Yeah, so that was good. So when I came through DC now, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to go through immigration. I'm gonna have to collect my bags. But because it was domestic flight, we didn't have to go through immigration again. But it's like, you know, because coming from Jamaica, when you leave from Jamaica to the US, you're gonna, well, for me, I always had that horrible experience of, you know, going through with immigration and they're questioning you and then they're going through your luggage to see whatever. So I thought that was gonna be the experience, but because I already did that in LA. Just to clarify, when I was in LA, they only asked me like my purpose, why am I here, blah blah blah. But from my experience, and I have not been to the US in 4 years, so I don't know if things have changed, but when I was traveling to the US years ago, they usually go through your carry-on, not just your carry-on but your check-on luggage as well. So I thought that that was going to be the case when I made it to DC, but that was not the case. That I didn't have to do it in DC, so that was like refreshing not to do it over. And yeah, so because I was 30 minutes early, I had to be waiting on my drive. And yeah, but this man helped me because in order to get the trolley, I had to get like pay quarters, and because I only had paper money, paper US, I didn't have any coins. So I saw this man, he was like, oh, do you like whatever? So I was like, yeah, I need help. So he had like this big cart with him, so he took my luggage, went outside, he told me where to tell the driver to pick up where I was. Yeah, he told me the information because of course this is my first time in DC, and the person that was picking me up, this is his first time picking up anybody at the airport, so of course we don't know where whatever, and I didn't have any internet connection. So yeah, the man told me, okay, this terminal blah 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 and whatever. So I was just there waiting. And then the man actually circled back and saw me there and he was like, they're not coming? And I said, yeah man, they'll be here soon. But yeah, so that's my journey from Japan to, oh, by the way guys, let me tell you, it was an emotional and bittersweet experience for me, like traveling from Japan to the US, like in terms of like my feeling, because living in Japan for 4 years, you know, being comfortable living in that you know, like, you know, your everyday life is the same, you're used to one set of things, and now you're gonna have to change, and you know, you're going into the unknown. When I was at Narita airport, which is in Japan, because I'm not coming back to Japan, I had to go to another line, and I had to sign a form saying that I'm not returning. And because I signed that form, they took my resident card and they punched a hole in it. They punched a hole in my resident card, and that just hurt my heart. I had to like, because the thing is, you know, people, you have to understand, every year I got a 1-year visa, and the year that I planned to leave, they gave me like a 3-year visa. So right now my resident card, well, my old resident card was supposed to expire in 2024. We're in 2022, so I had like 2 more years left on it, and they punch it. So even if I wanted to go back to Japan, I can't. But if they didn't punch my card, then I could easily go back to Japan. But because it wouldn't make any sense for me to lie and say, oh, I'm coming back just because I wanna, you know, have the card. So I still have the ID card, just like it can't be used because they punched a hole in it. Yeah, so that was very sad. Like, I know when I was on the plane, I got a little emotional because I'm like, damn, shit is getting real. I'm actually leaving Japan, you know, building a life in Japan, and now I'm leaving. But you know, like, know that I'm here in the US, it's not like, the feeling is not as intense as it was when I was traveling to this place. And yeah, like, I'm a little excited but anxious at the same time for what is to come, because I don't even know what is to come, but I just know that, you know, like, my time, it's time for me to move on. I just feel like that was my time to move on. And yeah, I'm not sad or anything, I'm not sad, I'm not happy, but at the same time I am a little, I don't know, but I'm excited to go to Jamaica. So that, at least that's something that I'm looking forward to, you know, excited for the food, to see my family, see my friends, to go out, to experience or nice weather, to experience just, you know, just Jamaica. Like, you know, there's never a dull moment in Jamaica. Anyways guys, I'm gonna catch you guys when I go to the Jamaican restaurant. I'm gonna just go there. I don't know, hopefully it's Jamaican owned, so I'm supporting a fellow Jamaican, and hopefully the food is good, because I could really do with some very delicious food right now. Anyways guys, catch you soon. Okay. Alright guys, so I went to this place called Ruby's Kitchen. It was very packed at first, and we had to wait like probably 30 minutes for food to be ready. But we got our food right here. So there's a table with 3 chairs, and there is a chair, like a long chair. So it's not really like a dining place, just for you to buy whatever you need to buy and then go. So yeah, so we're gonna head back home to eat. I'm gonna show you guys, the lighting is not so good. I'm gonna show you guys what we got. Let me hold this for you, babe. Oh. Okay, I like the lighting right here. Okay, I need the door for me. Okay, thank you. Okay. The lighting is good in here. Pretty good. We got patties, guys. I can smell the patty. Babe, you bought a patty for me too, right? Let me hold the soup. Ooh, it's a lot of soup. A whole lot of soup, man. I wanted like a cup of soup, but they don't sell it like that. We got chicken. Was it chicken patty that you got?
Yep.
Okay, so we got chicken patty.
Chicken patty.
We got all the food.
Brown stew chicken.
Brown stew chicken. I wanted curry mutton, curry goat, but they didn't have. Oh, my battery's dying. They didn't have any curry goat. They ran out, so I just ordered jerk chicken with rice and peas instead. Yeah, brown stew chicken with plantain, cabbage, and I got jerk chicken with plantain, cabbage, and also red pea soup with chicken patty.